Hello and welcome. This is a quick update to show you how you can be using your inner voice, which will be coming through to you if we have connected. So, first thing you'll do is go to your email, which you can see here, and you'll have AO Inner Voice Scan, and just click on this link, and that will bring you to where you need to be. Things have gotten a bit easier with the inner voice scan recently, so if you've had one before, it's worthwhile having a little watch of this as well. So basically what you will see here is your report. You can go to view summary, and if you scroll down, you can actually, so to play it, all you need to do is press play. Now mine is on silent, but what you'll see is that it will light up and start playing, hopefully. So you can see here that it's counting down the minutes. Apologies for my phone going off in the background. And so if I turn off the sound here, so you can hear the music there, hopefully. And what you want to do is use headphones, and that will cycle through four 3-minute tracks, which is why it's 11 minutes. Now, I would love you to be doing this every single day for the next week after you receive these tunes. That's how long they say they're good for. I've had people use them for a lot longer than just that amount of time afterwards. So now if you want to actually check out what each of the reports is saying, is you just click in here. You can see here that it's got the light wave glasses. It's saying that we're supporting angry versus accepting of change. And then we can do the drop down for the emotions and vitals. So here we know that these emotions are specific to you. So we've got some anger, grief, nervous exhaustion. Now this is my my chart, so I'm being a bit open and vulnerable here today. But it does relate. There's been a little bit of stuff going on, and I'm sure it's sort of sitting in me at the moment. It's affecting my pericardium, my folate, and my beta carotene. Now I have MTHFR, so that folate's a massive thing for me, and I have been supporting that a lot more lately due to that. Miasms, gonorrhea, so it doesn't mean I have gonorrhea, but there's a miasm for gonorrhea potentially in my system from a frequency perspective. So there's a little bit to unpack with that. So don't get freaked out if you see these potential causes and they look like herpes and all of this sort of stuff. It just means that there can be something that has occurred in your history. It can be something sitting in your frequency. It doesn't necessarily mean that physically you have these conditions. But what you can look at is these imbalances and suggestions. Now we have the pancreas. It's affecting my pancreas, this anger, grief, and nervous exhaustion. And there are suggestions here on how I can actually improve that. So eat more fruit and vegetables, maintain a healthy weight, use pre-meal digestive enzymes, which I do that. So then we've got nervous system, consider chiropractic, consider taking quality vitamin V, which is what I'm doing right now, and an adrenal support, which I've run out of at the moment. So that is a good reminder for me to get working with that again. And then we've got digestive system, consider chiropractic, take pre and probiotics, eliminate food sensitivity. So if you have any known food sensitivities, then you can be looking at that. And then we can go into this angry versus accepting a change, and we can look at the positive emotions associated with that and the negative emotions associated with that. So what we're actually doing when we run these inner voice scans, and why you had to send the voice recording to me, is that it is picking up, as you can see up here, your voice frequencies. Now it's showing us then the 3 highest and the 1 lowest, and it's giving us a report related to those. So my next one is repetitive thinking versus creative thinking, and as you see, you can go in here and I can see all of the different things associated with that as well. So what I would love you to do is to go through these imbalances and suggestions, see what fits, see what resonates for you, and see which ones are repeating. And maybe you can take action just on 2, maybe, of those things. So for instance, for me, if I have a quick look through mine, and I look at the things that I'm not doing at the moment, remember it said B's before, so we'll have a little look at that. Let me go back into the next one. No, that's not the next one. Okay, if we click up there, let me just have a quick look at this next one. You can see my B's are coming up again. So we've got stomach, pancreas again. improved digestion, food sensitivities. I've been having a lot more gluten this last couple of days than I usually do. So I'm going to say, looking at my food sensitivities, I think that was the same one again. Was I've also been eating minimal fruit and veg lately, just because of the way that I've been eating. So I'm going to say for my pancreas and blood sugar levels, I might need to add in a bit more of my fruit and veg. And then let me just see, we've got trace minerals, endocrine, increased minerals. I feel like I might need to be a little bit more consistent with my minerals as well. So eliminating those food sensitivities and being a bit more consistent with my minerals. So that's what my takeaway is from today. I can also have a look at if there's any of these vitals that I can be supporting with vitamin E, for instance, upping my vitamin Bs. But then also, for the emotions, what I am doing is listening to that sound therapy. So that's it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you don't understand any of this and you just want to listen to the tunes, which is completely fine as well, just go down to the bottom and press that play button. It's still playing there, as you can see, but we definitely need headphones because it works like binaural beats. So it's working with your brain to rewire your brain, and different tunes come in the different ears. So please pop those headphones in as well. So thank you very much for joining me, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I am more than happy to answer any of your questions. I would much prefer you ask questions than to not do this at all, and please let me know how you go after the week of listening to these. Bye for now.